Go for it.
Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson. I'm the host of this podcast that's mine. Going to be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson. Dankness from the ground.
Friggin' what up, dude? Welcome back to another ep of History is Dank, dude. I'm your host, Strider Wilson. We got Aaron going beast mode on the sticks, dude. What up, Aaron, dude?
What up?
Dude, I'm just freaking posted up right now, dude. We're in the dog days of summer. Gets its name from August, the Caesarean calendar. I think history behind that is Augusta, right?
Augie Doggy.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's real, but
Augie Doggy, dude. I'm taking that to the bank, dude. Freaking Augie Doggy. Dude, do you think dogs in Australia bark with an accent?
no.
No. No. It's actually a pretty good Australian dog right there. Put that on my reel, dude.
I had an Australian dog,
Australian Shepherd.
cattle dog.
Those are nice dogs. The one
Yeah.
that have two different colored eyes.
He didn't, but yeah.
But oftentimes they have that.
If they're part husky, is more the dog that has heterochromia.
I like that, dude.
Yeah.
That's attractive, dude. If someone has two different color eyes, do you trust them less?
Yes.
Definitely. In Practical Magic, Dank movie.
You heard me, Kate Bosworth.
Yeah, take that, Kate Bosworth. You can't be having two different colored eyes, dude. Got to be the same. Freaking just brown. I've got shit brown eyes.
I don't think it's never in humans the way that is with dogs, where it's like blue and brown.
Yeah.
It's like a varying shade.
Yeah. Which it's like, that's the most interesting part of someone's personality. Like when you're a kid, like, I have two different colored eyes. My dad worked in Silicon Valley. Shut up, Brandon.
My dad was a husky.
Yeah, my dad.
My mom's a German Shepherd.
Exactly. My parents were dogs. I have an imagination. It's like, you're just adopted, dude. That's all it is, dude.
Yeah,
you are kind of a dog. You were a foster.
They
dude.
rescued you. All right.
Dude, I'm just going to rip on some orphans real quick today, dude. They need it, dude. I got to body slam these kids, dude. Take that, dude. Just, body slam some kids, some destitute kids, dude, facing adversity. Toughen up, dude.
Had it too good for too long.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. 3 square meals a day, dude. Dude, I love how, like, boomers always rip on Gen Z for, like, not having good social skills. But, like, neither do you guys. Like, they can't even order a coffee. That Gen Z can't even go up and order a coffee. They'll ask them if you want milk or sugar. They just stare. They don't know. They just stare. I'm like, so do you. You just stare. You're staring at the Gen Z person, you freak.
Yeah.
Everyone just get away from me.
Yeah. What do you do, old timer, when you get an email?
Yeah, you stare. Exactly, dude. You stare. You know what you do? You give your bank account information to a Ugandan prince. That's what you do. You buy a whole bunch of gift cards for someone and then say you can redeem them for cash and make, 20% on that and end up getting nothing. And you sent some dude to Nike Town on your hard-earned coin. Sounds pretty... Happened to one of my buddies. Dude, today I'm fired up to be back. It's been a minute. Been having a busy summer, but enjoying. It's been mild. I just jinxed us right there. You know it's going to get hot now. But it's pretty chill here in SoCal, which is dank, dude. Friggin' going up... Tomorrow I'm going up to this little dude ranch. I probably talked about it before, where I always take in some cowboy poetry. It's where I eat flapjacks. It's where dudes saddle horses for me, and then I can feel like a cowboy for 20 minutes, then I get off. It's pretty nice, dude. Heavy recommend. Look at a bald eagle. Observe nature. It's very nice. Although I do generally like to just be playing video games inside. When it's a Saturday and I've got free time, sunny, 75 out, could go for a hike, spend time with the wife and dog, I say, I want a game. What is that about me? It's
There was one time where it snowed in Burbank in the winter, and I missed it because I was watching a movie in my apartment.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, though, dude. I don't give a shit about snow. And, you know, waterfall, to me, when I see a waterfall, dude, I was thinking to myself, how do I charge people admission to come see this? You know? How do I'm always looking to make bank, dude, you know? If they're not always looking to make bank, then, like, what are you even doing? You know? You gotta be doing something sick. If I go to, on my honeymoon with my wife, we're in Thailand, I was like, dude, this snorkel tour, dude, we should be charging extra. It could be making bank, dude. Dude, Thailand's the capital of happy endings. They're in Phuket. You should get snorkel, massage with a happy ending. What about a snorkel with a happy ending, dude? That'd be sick. Just get off. Take your flippers off. Time for your HJ, dude. Some cool guy from Hawaii, some cool Hawaiian guy. Shoots, bro. Go ahead and shoots. Shoots off the bow, dude. Dude, I want to kick off this pod with a little segment called Who Said It? All right. Now I'm going to give you a hint. Whoever said this could be a figure from history.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a figure from literature. Could be an athlete. Could be a musician. Okay?
But they are a real person. They're not a fictional character.
Maybe they are.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Maybe they are.
very
Maybe
wide.
they aren't.
Casting a wide net here.
Yeah. So that's a hint.
Okay.
It's a big old fat hint right there. Okay? Here we go. These are going to get easier as they go along. I think that this first one's hard, but I could be wrong. I quote, "He that breaks a thing to find out what it..." Fuck. Can't read. "He that breaks a thing to find out what it is has left the path of wisdom." Sounds like maybe an Eastern philosopher. I could also be misdirecting you right there, dude.
He who breaks a thing. I would think that's like. Well, no, he's shitting on inventors, sort of, or reverse engineers.
All right, you don't have to guess yet. We'll keep going. I'll give you another one if you want.
Oh, these are all from the same.
All from the same. Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
mixing it up this time.
Okay.
These are all from the same
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead.
figure.
Keep going.
"So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us."
I know this.
You know this quote.
Yeah, it's from Lord of the Rings. Gandalf says it.
Fucking beast, bro. Let's go. Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. "It is not despair, for despair is only for those who see the end beyond all doubt. We do not." Should I put that one before the last one? Probably. And then, of course, in the book, it's "you cannot pass." But you shall not pass.
Yeah.
Great call to go to "shall not."
Yeah.
"You cannot pass." And this is basically Tolkien, but also working in. So here I was starting to bend. And this is, if you couldn't get it by now, this was going to be your dead giveaway. "You cannot pass," he said. The orcs stood still, and a dead silence fell. "I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Enor. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you. Flame of Udin, go back to the shadow. You cannot pass."
Mm-hmm.
Bam, dude.
Cannot is permission. Shall not is you won't.
Right.
So I think that is a good call.
Yes.
You aren't going to get past me.
Yeah.
As
Would have been
opposed to
sick.
You're not allowed to.
Because I'm always looking to make bank.
Yeah.
Like right there, dude, huge missed opportunity by Peter Jackson for an Under Armour integrated ad, just being like, "You shall not pass, click clack, protect this house." Would have been a sick call. Might be dating myself with the click clack Under Armour ad campaign.
That ad
circa
campaign,
early 2000s.
That ad campaign kept me from buying Under Armour.
Yeah, it was so lame.
Makes great products for 20 years.
Yeah, Under Armour was sick. I don't really have any Under Armour anymore. Any Under Armour anymore.
I am wearing Under Armour socks as we speak.
They're pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Compression shorts, huge.
Yeah, great shorts.
Every
Basketball
dad
shorts.
who would go to his kid's Little League game would wear Under Armour, being like, "Yeah, I work out."
Mm-hmm.
It was like the definitely Republican dad wear, like an Under Armour polo. Dads, just every off-duty cop would wear Under Armour polos.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. All right. Stepping into our next segment here, having a little bit of fun, cruising right along on this pod. Also, before our next segment, real quick, got to give a shout out to my boy Luke, listening to this pod in his car as he downs some Jimmy John's. Get yourself a pickle. This next segment is called On This Day. This episode is released on August 19th.
Okay.
On this day, 2025, August 19th, History is Dank drops.
Yeah. Let it be known.
In 43 BC. That's before coming.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Before the coming of our Savior. And the year zero is what I meant to say. In 43 BC, Octavian, later known as, what month are we in? Augustus,
yeah.
is elected consul, the first Roman emperor following, of course, the Republic, Caesar and his autocracy and his dictatorship. Although Augustus's, or Octavian's, great uncle and adoptive father was Julius Caesar. Augustus's reign is known as the Principate because of the princeps, or first citizen, at the head of the array of the outwardly revived republic. It still was an autocracy, but this made it more palatable. But, you got to give, he's kind of like the benevolent king here, Augustus. He rules, they call him a patient, skilled, efficient ruler, and he overhauls tons of aspects of Roman life and brings peace and prosperity to the Greco-Roman world.
That's good.
So he did a good job, although technically he still was an autocrat after Caesar. But, this is transition, okay? They're transitioning from the quote-unquote republic, the senators who had to, gank Caesar on March 15th, the Ides of March. The first person to stab him, I think, was his trainer.
Yeah.
The last person, at least in Shakespeare's play.
Mark Antony.
No. Brutus.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Brutus.
Yeah, Brutus. A2 Brute.
Yep. In 1561, we're bouncing around. We took of course, a ton of shit happened between here, but I'm just picking a few of my faves. Or most interesting, I should say, because some of them are not good things. Mary, Queen of Scots. She assumes the throne in Scotland after being in France. Mm. She also tries to lay claim to the rights of the British throne as a descendant of Henry VII. Her dad was Henry V. Henry V died when Mary, Queen of Scots, was 6 years old, so they sent her to France to protect her from getting murdered and all this type of stuff. Also, she's a devout Catholic. There's Protestant uprising. When she assumes the throne in Scotland, there's this dude named John Knox, who's a big Protestant. Mary, Queen of Scots comes back. She's like, nope, I want Catholics. So she's got major beef with him. She also, like I just said, has major beef with Elizabeth of England, who, when she gets word that Mary, Queen of Scots, who's a noted beauty, she's a smoke show. What up? She is smart, and she, she's notable because she had a Game of Thrones style life. There's always intrigue around her. She was always plotting and positioning, and people were using her and she them. She's hooking up. It's good stuff. Eventually, she's tried and executed after being in basically under house arrest for 2 decades.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did they took her out to keep her safe, and I was like, how did that work out?
Yeah, so when she was younger, it was fine because she was in France, whatever. They like marry her to the Dauphin, who's like the interim ruler, not really the king. Famously played by John Malkovich in a horrible movie called Joan of Arc. He's the Dauphin and becomes like the ruler. So she's, married off in France, whatever, and then comes back to Scotland. We won't get too in depth there. I didn't research it too much, but I think famously, wasn't there a movie where Mary Queen of Scots was she played by Margot Robbie?
I
want to say she might have. Anyway, in 1665, the most mysterious book in the world, known as the Voynich manuscript, written in an unknown, script, like it can't be deciphered. It can only be, speculated upon. It's sent by a rector of Prague University to a Jesuit scholar. It's now in a Yale University library. Still undeciphered. I did a whole History is Dank up on that. Go back, check it out if you're interested. It's pretty compelling stuff. 1692, Salem witch trials, bro. More people. This guy, George Jacobs, Martha Carrier, George Burroughs, John Proctor, John Willard, all hanged for practicing witchcraft. Massachusetts Bay Colony. I do a Dank episode on that, all about the power and perhaps the negative power of a hive mind.
Yeah.
When people start all group thinking together, and M. Night Shyamalan has a pretty good movie about that. Where it's just about, when
The Happening?
Yeah, The Happening. That's it. No, not The Happening. No, The Happening's so bad.
The Happening's so bad.
That's dude. Honestly, I am gonna spoil that. The plants are plotting against us, dude. Don't go see it. Please don't go see it. Only movie where plants are allowed to talk, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Ents, dude.
Ents.
Fucking don't be hasty. Not The Happening. I forget which one it is anyway.
The
Sorry.
Village?
That's it. It's The Village.
Yeah.
1897, the first electric taxis are driven in London, or the first one. Dude, they had electric taxis back then?
Wow.
Pretty legit. Let's see here. 1980. Let's see if you know this. Mr. Baseball Aaron over there.
Uh-huh.
Kansas City Royals player
George Brett.
Yeah, what happens?
Is it the Pine Tar incident?
No, his hitting streak ends 30 games. What's the Pine Tar incident?
The Pine Tar incident is it's in a playoff game with the Yankees, and they hate the Yankees. George Brett comes up, and he hits this huge two-run homer to take the lead. And the manager, I believe it's still Billy Martin at that point, for the Yankees, comes over to the umpire and says something about how much pine tar is on George Brett's bat. And the umpire, I believe Tim McClellan, he's this giant, he's like 6'8".
Nice.
Guy with a mustache.
Brutal call for him to become an ump and crouch down behind someone.
Yeah,
6'8".
And I think he's maybe early in his career too, because I think he was still doing it very recently. He comes out and he measures, using home plate, he measures how much pine tar is on George Brett's bat. It's a little beyond the handle where your hands are, but it's a sticky substance. It does not help the ball fly off your bat. It is not illegal.
Mm-hmm.
He calls George Brett out.
No.
The home run's negated. George Brett, you can watch this, just look up the pine tar incident on YouTube. The wild eyes on George Brett as he's flying out of the dugout wearing steel, metal cleats.
Yeah.
And going after this giant umpire who can probably hold his own, but this is a pro athlete.
Yeah.
And one of the best hitters to ever live. The fury in his eyes and bewilderment, because it is like, this is not a rule. This is not a thing that anyone cares about. It does not help me hit home runs. It just helps me not throw the bat because he did wear batting gloves, I believe.
It's like
Maybe
it's like marijuana being a banned substance in athletics. It's like, why?
Yeah, it's not a hindrance in any way, shape, or form. It's not a help.
Yeah. If anything, like, you should be giving the other team weed, like all that you can. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My favorite George Brett video. Have you heard the one where he talks about shitting his pants in Vegas?
Yes.
It's probably the best video. If you guys do yourself a treat, once you're done listening to this episode, go ahead. If you're watching on YouTube, just type that in, George Brett crapping pants. You're gonna laugh. It's so funny. My wife, who doesn't even know baseball or anything, like, sent me the video. She's like, "Do you know who this player is? Like, check this out. This is so funny." I'm like, "Oh, I've watched this a billion times."
Yeah.
And then we watched it together. It was freaking awesome, dude. Happy ending snorkeling. I'm telling you, I think we're onto something.
But it's just someone.
Any activity.
It's someone.
Happy ending ziplining.
It's someone beneath. It's someone beneath you with another snorkel attached to your dick.
You're just down there, dude. You're down there. Call it like blowfish tours. Actually, no, it's no blowing. It is just strictly a handy, dude. It's just you think there's some octopus inking or something like that, dude. It's like, nah. 18 and over snorkel tours. Why? Whoa, are the waters rough? Could say that. Could say there's going to be some motion in the ocean. Classic. All right. Now we get to our topic of the day. Bass Reeves. Speaking of fish. Nope, this guy has nothing to do with fish, but his name's Bass.
No. Yeah.
Bass, kind of a badass first name.
Sure.
You don't meet many dudes named Bass. Kick his ass, Sea Bass. But I feel like that's his last name. No one's first name is Bass.
Sea bass.
This guy's Bass Reeves. Aaron, are you familiar with him?
He's a cowboy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
What famous American a character of him, the American West, is based on him? The Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, yeah. Okay.
Bass Reeves is of African American descent. He was born in Arkansas as a slave, grew up in Lamar and Grayson counties. If anyone's listening out in the Ozark, if that means anything to anyone.
How pissed would you be if you were the ghost of Bass Reeves? And he's like, it's pronounced bass.
Yeah, dude, it's Bass Reeves, bro. Dude, such a good call.
It's so much cooler.
Bass. The guy was just out there playing. You know how most dudes pick banjo on the Wild West?
Yeah.
He's just out there just playing bass. He influenced Les Claypool. Just out there getting it done in the freaking wilderness. Pretty nice, dude. Just slapping some bass under the moonlight. Honestly, it's what a lot of single dudes do.
Yeah, it's true.
All my single friends play bass guitar. And then it's sad. And they meet a lady.
Gotta turn it in.
And then they turn in the bass guitar and they start something else, dude. Themselves. When their girlfriend's at yoga.
Yeah.
So, this guy's a badass. His early life is a little hazy. It's believed he served as a soldier with the Union, and with what was then called the Indian Home Guard regiments during the Civil War. So he specializes in being like a mountain man. He's like one of the dudes in The Revenant, Leo's character.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of these expert wilderness guys.
Yeah.
He's a dude who would find me the waterfall that I could charge people to then go see and make bank. I think I'm the only one who enjoys my making bank joke. The audience is like, damn it, Strider, you're doing it again. Shut up, man. Sorry. Look, I'm a tough guy to be around and I have to be in my own head all day long. Imagine that. In 1875, Bass Reeves is commissioned to be a deputy U.S. Marshal. So
Bass Revs.
Yeah, Bass Revs, dude. Bass Revs would be a good NASCAR driver name.
Yeah.
Wee-wee. Bass Revs, turn 3.
Better than Dick Trickle.
You don't want to be no Dick Trickle out there on the track, man. I'm Bass Reeves, baby. You're going to feel me You gonna feel me in your chest coming up on you on turn 3, get low, using you on the inside. You little dick trickle.
It's a real NASCAR driver's name.
Is it really?
It was, yeah.
It's actually kind of cool. Trickle, Dick. If he's in a phone book.
As opposed to Cole Trickle, which is Tom Cruise's character in Days of Thunder.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Dick Trickle was real.
Is Tom Cruise's character based on Dick Trickle?
No.
Days of Thunder is a good recast of today movie.
Yeah.
Because you got Robert Duvall, you got Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm. Nicole Kidman.
The doctor. The bad guy is great. What's that actor that's like in everything? They're like racing each other in their wheelchairs in the hospital.
Oh, I don't remember.
He's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's like
Rooker?
Yeah.
Rooker? Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good guy to be like, who fills his niche today nowadays, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know who kind of does? Is the dude, he's maybe a little bit too old now. He might not even be that much younger than Rooker. Is the guy that's in Mystery Alaska, and he's in a lot of those Russell Crowe movies. He's like the big, tall guy. Have you ever seen the movie I Am Number 4? Have you seen that movie? Alexander Pettifer?
No.
Terrible movie. He plays like the bad alien. What's another famous role that he's had? He plays like Little John, I think, in the Russell Crowe Robin Hood. He's good. Remember Mystery Alaska? You remember that movie?
I don't know that I saw that one.
When the hockey team, Mike Myers is the announcer, the Rangers go to play like the Alaskan dads.
Oh, you're talking about Kevin Durand?
That might be him.
He's
a big, tall guy.
Tall looking guy.
Yeah, like strong features.
Yeah, very much so.
Good looking guy, but
yeah,
would probably describe him more as just as he's got edges. Anyway, back to Bass Revs. They call him, quote, the hanging judge for the high number of convictions of crimes punishable by death in his court. That's the federal judge. He'll hang you. Reeves was responsible for apprehending criminals in a 75,000 square mile territory. For the bros listening across the pond, that's about 194,000 square kilometers. By the way, what up?
Huge.
What up to the bros listening across the pond? For your fish and chips, get yourself some tartar sauce. So he was mainly in the Oklahoma and Arkansas area. They say maybe you served in Texas a little bit.
I mean, you have
quote,
to,
Native American territory. Yeah. And the Lone Ranger was mainly in Texas. Of course, his partner was Tonto. Reeves is well known for his valor. One of his most outstanding acts, and I'll get into a few more later, he killed 14 outlaws and apprehended more than 3,000 throughout his tenure. I guess that's not really an isolated incident. Those are just some stats.
Well, it's crazy. Like, when you think about all these badasses in history and, like, they really didn't kill that many people.
Yeah, like, you go watch Unforgiven, and it's like the real gunfight, or the OK Corral, which is like the most famous shootout of all time, was like 29 seconds in Tombstone. And that's a real one.
Yeah.
And it's like wildly famous. Reeves was doing this all the time throughout his career. What did I just say? 1875 to 1907.
Yeah.
It's also living a long time.
Yep.
A lot of time in the saddle. Let's see. This is from a newspaper clipping praising Reeves' reputation. The newspaper loved this guy. On November 19th, 1909, so this is after he retires, they're praising him now, and they go, in the early days when and now this is, I'm quoting, in the early days when the Indian country was overridden with outlaws, Reeves would herd into Fort Smith, often single-handed, bands of men charged with crimes from bootlegging to murder. He was paid fees in those days that sometimes amounted to thousands of dollars for a single trip, trips that sometimes lasted for months. Just imagine the book The Old Man and the Sea when he catches the fish, and then how hard it is for him to get the fish back to the dock. This guy's out there in the wilderness by himself. Maybe he's got a few people, a posse helping him out, right? He's got a crew probably. But he's out there. He's the leader. He's capturing outlaws, dudes that don't want to be caught, that are pretty capable, apprehending them, and then bringing them back, keeping them alive. Do you know how many times dudes have been like, I have to take a piss? Do you know how many dudes he's watched take leaks?
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
So many. Do you know how many dudes he's made listen to him go, hey, check out this riff. You're not going anywhere, bitch. Listen to this. Dude, he's the guy. He's the inspiration in Mad Max for that dude riffing bass. Dude, Bass Reeves would be just playing bass on his horse coming after you. That was the original Lone Ranger song. AI could probably do the Lone Ranger song as a bass riff.
I'll bet.
If I did that right now, can ChatGPT do that? And make the song? I don't know.
If it can. There are different AIs that do songs.
Yeah. I'm not going to go down that road trying to figure it out. So he's a badass. He would often don different disguises as like the Lone Ranger does. So he was like, dude, he's kind of like, you could say, inspiration for Axel Foley.
Yeah.
He goes and plays these different roles and has Riz, aura, as Gen Z says. It's my boomer. What are these guys talking about? Riz. What are they going to do? They're gonna nut in this coffee shop. They're gonna Riz all in here. Excuse me, sir. He's not saying just. He's saying Riz. You know what I'm saying? Like charisma. Oh, I don't like it. Aura. Q-Aura. I take that for my kidney stones. You don't know what that pharmaceutical drug is for. Some challenging moments in his life, and you know he's had a few. He once had to capture his own son.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. His son, Benny Reeves. I'm trying to think if there was an instrument name for Benny. Didn't come to me right there.
No.
Benny and the Jets. For murdering his wife. Yeah. Deeply saddened, Reeves demonstrated his unwavering commitment to the law by pursuing and capturing his own son.
I mean,
sentenced to life in prison.
He did a bad thing. Jeez.
Maybe he put in a good word with the hanging judge. He's like, look, man, it's my son. Don't hang him. He can live in prison. I can still visit him, maybe. But in any case, like if your son, I don't know, man, if my kid murdered his wife, I'd be like, you need to go to jail, bro.
Yeah.
I like your wife. Like, that's my daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, we get along. That's a bummer. Like I just mentioned, his disguises. In one instance, a particular instance of his disguises, highlights this, and a paragon of this tactic of his. While pursuing two horse thieves, he disguised himself as a ragged tramp. I don't know what that means. That might mean as a hooker. He might have dressed up as a lady. I think that's what a tramp is, right?
Or it's he's just like, why is this guy dressed like Charlie Chaplin?
He's dressed like Charlie Chaplin, dude. Give himself some nice bobos. He gained the trust of the outlaws, probably with a happy ending. It's my guess. No, he gains the trust of the outlaw's mother. So he goes in and becomes friends with the outlaw's mom, who unknowingly gives him shelter. And according to this website, once the outlaws arrived, Reeves pretended to be a fellow fugitive. And after they fell asleep, handcuffed him to the bed before revealing his true identity and arresting them. It's pretty badass. Pretty unbelievably smart. I once, at this dude ranch that I go horseback riding for 20 minutes. I'm exhausted. And I did zero work besides cramp up a little bit in a saddle so I don't stretch enough. Got to work my hip mobility. This guy's riding through the wilderness.
For days and days.
Yeah, dishing out HJs, coming up with costumes, doing a voice probably, playing bass.
Yeah.
And then he befriends a dude's mom. Tough to do. Goes Eddie Haskell style. Befriends this dude's mom. Maybe even banged his mom. I like to think in this version, he got himself a little MILF action. And then cuffed the outlaw. Imagine that, dude.
Also, I mean, just the idea that he's doing all of this as a black man after the Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember I said, after the Civil War, obviously it wasn't like, oh yeah, racism solved.
No.
We all know that. And in the West, it's John Wayne, you know, you have Clint Eastwood. There was actually a ton of African-American cowboys because they would work the land and they knew how to, like obviously farm, plow, herd animals. There were a ton of talented horsemen and cowboys that were African-American. And yeah, this is a case in point. That's why I like to highlight that. And I would say, this dude would be a movie. Denzel Washington's got to play this guy. But of course, they made it into a white dude played by freaking not Johnny Depp. Clayton Moore was the original. And then
Army Hammer.
The Army Hammer. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that movie did great.
Yeah, exactly. What's his name? And then, then you had Johnny Depp playing the Native American.
Tonto.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, when you saw that movie,
Tonto,
you just...
a role originated by John Lovitz.
Yeah, I love it. Good. Why? Oh.
There was a sketch where
Jealous?
it was Kevin Nealon as Tarzan and John Lovitz as Tonto, and there's another one who Phil Hartman as Frankenstein, I think. Frankenstein, Tarzan, and Tonto. So none of them speak good English. They're funny sketches. Check them out.
I can picture Phil Hartman as Frankenstein.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Are they like on a talk show or something?
There's a bunch of them. It kind of recurred, and they do a bunch of different things. But yeah, the fact they can't communicate is always so funny.
That's funny. Physical acting.
That's how they were portrayed, not because Native Americans can't talk.
No, 100%. That's what the lampooning is. That's when the sketch is great.
Yeah.
I always remember Hartman's, was it Caveman Lawyer or whatever?
Yeah.
It's great.
Thought out caveman lawyer.
And of course the danger that he faced. They say, like I said, he was an exceptional marksman, calm under pressure, killed 14 outlaws in self-defense. You know, maybe they're glazing him up here. Maybe he had to go in there and after he banged an outlaw's mom, didn't just handcuff the guy one time. Maybe he's like, this guy's a murderer. You want a killing spree? I'm just going to have to gank this guy right here. I'm just entirely making that up. Maybe it was all in self-defense. All I'm saying is all.
Still, I mean, only 14 in a time period where you can kind of just do it and get away with it.
It's the Wild West. They do say, it's funny you mentioned that because the next sentence in this research is that newspapers report and claim that it was even higher than 14. There's just 14 instances that they have like multiple resources about. And he was never wounded, like shot. You know, I'm sure he fell off his horse and friggin' pulled a muscle. But he has had his hat and belt shot off on separate occasions. So you got to be a little bit lucky.
Yeah. Wow.
I know. So he's the man, dude. You got to love that, dude. Just a guy distributing justice on the frontier. That's a man's man right there.
Yeah.
I love that.
Without a map.
And if he got a toothache, all I think of, it's immediately when I think of the Wild West, for some reason, I think it's because I saw Django and he's like a dentist. I'm like, dude, if you have a toothache in the Wild West, that would suck so hard. You'd have to do Tom Hanks Castaway style.
Yep.
You would just have to.
Yeah.
And then hope you don't get an infection.
Well, you go to a barber who's also a town dentist.
That's a great sketch, Medieval Barber with, is that Steve Martin? When they blood loss you or whatever. You go to Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, speaking of my boy Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Well, Steve Martin, also the dentist in Little Shop of Horrors.
You know, I never saw that.
He's a masochistic sadist. He's a sadist, yeah.
Is sadist when you like to hurt others?
Yes.
Masochist is when you hurt yourself.
Yeah. Which in that movie is played by Bill Murray.
I love Bill Murray. Classic. The ultimate hipster, dude, Bill Murray. So, love to highlight Bass Reeves, just an absolute beast, getting it done. A man of justice, man of honor. Because I remember one time I did an episode on Ponzi scheme, Charles Ponzi. And then someone was like, why'd you highlight this guy? I was like, dude, hey, you got to cover good and bad history so you can learn. You know, you got to know if someone's trying to tell you, hey, bro, sell some protein powder. I got in a Ponzi scheme in college. There was this jacked dude. He was the John Tucker of our college. He was on the basketball team. He was totally ripped, cool ass dude. And he's like, dude, I was like, dude, you're jacked. He's like, yeah, bro. He's like, he like complimented me on a lift one time. I'm like, thank you, dude. He's like, yeah, what do you do for protein? I'm like, oh, this. He goes, oh, you should try this. Just take one. And he's like, you know what? Take this one free, but then if you want to buy 20, you can sell more. And I was like, okay, we'll hang out then. He's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. We'll hang out. Just buy these. I still have those protein powders. They're in my car. Yeah. So, wish I would have known about Charles Ponzi. So, today, I want to spread some stoke. I'm going to do a thank call. I want to thank call Applebee's for making me feel good in their neighborhood. So, here we go.
Thank you for calling Applebee's, featuring late-night, half-price appetizers. To place a to-go order, please press 1. To speak to a manager or team member, please press 2.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for calling Applebee's, where we're eating good in the neighborhood.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm going to set him up with a little scenario. I'm going to say,
thank you for calling Applebee's. Our online orders are easy. How can I help you today?
what up? My name's Strider, and I just want to call and thank you guys for being so chill, because I was actually in there last night for my birthday, and my family didn't show up, which is chill. But like all you guys did show up, and you guys made me. I truly was eating good in your neighborhood. Like you guys all sang happy birthday to me, and it was so chill. And it was just a good way to reel in my 40th.
Oh, shit. I mean, sorry. I didn't work last night, but thank you for saying that. I'll make sure to tell the team that. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, they were on fire. I mean, I actually, I think you guys are out on Alhambra. Is that the Alhambra location? I remember. Yeah, I cruised. My family lives up there, so I try to make it easy and eat good in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
I drove about an hour and a half, but I guess no one showed.
But I'm glad you had a nice day, though. We really appreciate that.
It was fire, and I had a dank dessert, and so you guys just bring the vibes and hit me with a solid B-Day song. So thank you guys for, I guess, eating good in my family's neighborhood.
No, thank you. We really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to relay that to the team who worked last night.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, and keep chilling and do what you guys do. You're crushing it, so thank you so much.
No, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
For sure, dude. Lit.
Okay, have a good one. Thank you.
Too.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. I'll see you guys next year, 41st.
Next year, 40. For sure. Thank you.
For sure, lit. Dude, that's what's up.
He was not picking up on it.
No,
The
dude.
fact that your family no showed on.
Dude, I was really hoping he'd be like, dude. Let me see if I can get another guy to, let me call another Applebee's here. Super nice guy.
Thank you for calling Applebee's, featuring late-night, half-price appetizers. To place a to-go order, please press 1. To speak to a manager or team member, please press 2. Thanks for calling Applebee's, where we're eating good in the neighborhood.
Hell yeah. Ribs. Chili.
Thank you for calling Applebee's in Chatsworth. Now featuring our perfect margarita to go. This is Sylvia. How can I help you?
What up? Hey, my name's Strider, and I just want to call and thank you guys. Yesterday I was in there for my birthday, and even though my family didn't show up, you guys all showed me such a great time. It was so fun. You guys even sang a song, hooked me up with a delicious dank dessert. So just wanted to thank you guys.
Wow, of course. We're so happy you had a good birthday. I'm so sorry about the circumstances, but yes, we try our best.
It was all good. I mean, it was a great way to spend my 40th, but, I even came out to their neighborhood. So I guess I was eating good in my family's neighborhood. So
Exactly.
yeah, so thank you guys for everything and bringing the good vibes and making it a good one. And so I'll definitely.
Oh my God, yes.
I'll definitely be seeing you guys for 41.
Oh, that sounds great. We can't wait.
For
It
sure.
can't come sooner.
Heck yeah. Hey, although I might say, maybe you can slow down a little bit if you know what I'm saying.
All right. Well, have an awesome 40th year.
Thank you so much. See you guys when I see you. Late.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Dude, that's what's up.
Yeah, she caught it.
She's awesome,
She's living
dude.
in the moment.
Let's go. I'm a huge weirdo for doing this. I think this is how I'm coping with getting into my new chapter of life. Switching identities, dude. In any case, fired up on Applebee's, fired up on that lady, and that dude was super chill too, let's be honest, super chill.
Yeah.
In any case, keep your eyes out for Bass Reeves. If you want to hear some good bass, I mean, honestly, if you listen to Primus, you're going to be treating yourself right. Another good, ideal bass. What's one of the best bass riffs? I mean, Under Pressure, fire.
Yeah. Under Pressure. Flea's got a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So true.
You can just Google or YouTube Flea bass solos.
I'm trying to think of the best bass. I like Kings of Leon. Milk has a nice little bass solo in it, TBH. Anyway, I think when the bridge of a song is a bass solo or is propelled mostly by bass, it fires me up.
Yeah. There's a 2-piece band out of England called Royal Blood. It's just a bass player and a drummer.
That's awesome.
But the guy plays the bass. It sounds like a guitar. It's great.
That's freaking badass.
Yeah.
Badass. Well, stoked to be back. Stoked on everything. You guys stay stoked, and we'll freaking catch you on the next one, dude. Lit.